everyone. I'm Miss Romeo. It is very nice to virtually introduce myself to you. So, I am your student drawing one teacher, and I am very excited to have them all this year. So, a little bit about myself before we get started. I have taught in Trenton, New Jersey, Hamilton, New Jersey, and I've taught abroad as well in the Czech Republic. So that was a very fun experience. And yeah, I am new to Voorhees. So I am very excited to start my journey with this school. Right, so let's get started. Okay, so we are learning in this class about foundational drawing techniques, how to create shape, proportion, composition, and form in an artwork. We are also going over the elements and principles of design in relation to drawing, different drawing media and how to use them. So I know it's hard for students to have a lot of different media at home, so we're going to try and be as creative as possible. And I'm making all my lessons material flexible, so this way the students can complete their work depending on just what they have at home. So if we're doing something with shading, for example, if the students just have a regular pencil, they can use that. I've even used charcoal from my own fireplace to draw with. So we can get very creative with drawing materials, and we'll work with it, see where it goes. We'll also be learning how to sketch lightly and proportionately. So this is very important to drawing, and it's also important to just have as an art skill in general, because it really helps you to make better art. How to finalize a drawing, that's also very important. I'll just go over with the students how to finish up their projects by making them look clean, how to know when they're finished, and how to make their work look as best as it can. I also like to highlight diverse artists that relate to the concepts being taught. A lot of diverse artists out there that are women or people of color, disabled, and members of the LGBTQ community. They don't get enough attention. So I really like to focus on a lot of diverse artists. So this way, my students can all see themselves in the position of being an artist. Right? The lessons and units that we'll be doing, we will do a project on line. So we'll learn about the different types of line and their usage, using proportion, so drawing objects in relation to other objects to create a sense of realism or balance. Basic sketching, so that involves line quality, planning a composition, and breaking down a subject into simple shapes. We'll go over positive and negative shapes, so what they are, what the difference is between them, and how we can use them to assist our drawing. We will work on creating depth/space, so how to make not just your object appear 3D, but your object's environment. Composition, this is also very important. So this involves how to arrange the objects in our drawing and how to fill up the page. It really makes the project look finished. Use of color. So color will come in towards the end of the class, and we'll go over how to pair colors in a drawing to create harmony, contrast, and value. And lastly, rendering value. So how to properly shade an object and make it appear 3D. Okay, so the grading. I always have rubrics for my projects, and they will always be posted on Google Classroom before the project has been assigned. Um, and the rubrics always go over the criteria that the student should meet for each project, and I grade them based on how well the student has met the criteria according to how I know that they work. So I've already done a pre-assessment still life with them. And this just allowed me to see where my students start at the beginning of the class. So I know how to help them, and I know what a good amount of effort looks like for them. Um, Projects are weighed depending on how extensive it is. So the pre-assessment still life, for example, that was just 10 points, pass fail. Larger projects like the final, that can be up to 100 points. So students are reminded of the due dates at the start of the assignment and throughout the class. So I will always try to make sure that the students know when their work has to be in, because that's very important. And I know, especially with everything that's going on with COVID, a lot of people are having trouble just getting things in and done. So, we can all use a lot of reminders. Um, and like I said, everything for the projects, so that's all going to be posted on Google Classroom. Okay, so the classroom norms. Your students should be on time and ready to learn. So this includes having the materials ready beforehand. In the classroom, um, normally I would have the materials prepared, but because we're all in our own little mini classrooms right now, the students need to have them prepared beforehand. Um, so I will always let your student know what materials they need, so this way they could get it ready for the day. Um, Try your best. So I always grade my students based on effort, not talent. That is why I had them do the pre-assessment still life. So this way I know what effort looks like to them and what their talent looks like. So this way I can grade them as accurately as possible. Treat everyone and everything you come into contact with respectfully. So when you're in my classroom, that looks like, treating the classroom environment with respect, treating the materials with respect, me, the classmates. It's really important that everything is being treated the way you want to be treated. Clean up after yourself. So, it's important in the art classroom to clean up after yourself. Um, it's it's also very important if you're virtual to clean up after yourself as well. So I'm sure parents, you approve of this rule. You're with me on this. Also, I want them to be organized and stay on top of their assignments. Um, we will be working mostly in class. I don't normally have homework assignments because it is an art class, but if your student can't finish an assignment or miss the class, they should be staying on top of their assignments. So this way they don't fall behind. And I want them to let me know if I can help them with that. So I really want your students to succeed. And last, have fun. So I know this is an elective, and I know that the students chose to be here. So I want them to enjoy this class as much as possible and get the most out of it. So my contact information. I said I'm Jessica Romeo. My email is jromeo@nhvweb.net. You can email me whenever you need to. Just know that if it is later at night, I will probably respond to it in the morning. But yeah, always email me if you have any questions. And I will also be hosting office hours. So this is where my students can come in and they can talk to me about any questions they have. Maybe they can work on an assignment with me if they've missed the class. This is really for them to get the most out of virtual learning. And I will always be in the Zoom chat during that time. So 1 to 3 p.m. Monday through Friday. And I posted the Zoom link in the students' Google Classroom already. But that is about it. So thank you all for attending my little Zoom presentation. And I look forward to having a great semester with your students. Great. Bye.